Hello there, more here, and thank you for joining me on my channel today. Today, we're going to dive into a champion guide and spotlight for a Spirit Affinity Barbarian Epic Champion named High Khatun. She's a 100% free-to-play friendly champion. She is a daily login reward, so therefore every single person in the game is going to pull her and get her and have the chance to play with her. Don't underestimate her either. Just because she is actually a daily login reward does not mean she is wasted or useless. She has a decent kit and definitely, potentially, could help progress your account. But first, before we get into her, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to my subscribers. Your subscriptions, your support means the absolute world to me. Without you here subscribing to the channel, watching the videos, this channel wouldn't exist. So therefore, thank you so much, and I appreciate everything you do for this channel. But if you're here and you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, then I hope by the end of this video, I can have the privilege and honor of having you as a subscriber to this channel. So let's get into it. High Khatun. She is epic. She is free to play. She is a decent champion. What's her kit look like? Her kit is geared around speed and turn meter control. She is a speed-based champion, or speed-focused champion, shall I say, sorry. And then definitely can help increase your team and give you that little bit of oomph you need to be able to get through certain content of the game. Her A1 attacks one enemy, but only has a 25% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff. If you book her out, that turns into a 40% chance with masteries, potentially a 45% chance to land that decreased speed debuff. That is a big version of that buff. So that is a very valuable debuff and very valuable skill to be able to have. That debuff lasts for 2 turns as well. My only complaint on this is the fact that it's only a 45% chance maxed out. However, that's not too bad of a chance, but it's also only a one hit. Excuse me, a one hit A1, so therefore it's kind of hit or miss. It's not very reliable in the end, in my opinion. The A2 fills the turn meter of all allies by 15% and places a 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns as well. That's a nice skill. That skill is used in other parts of the game. That skill has, other champions have that skill as well. Apothecary is one of the ones that has that skill. He's got basically the exact same thing. Fills allies turn meters by 15% and places a 30% increased speed debuff for buff for 2 turns. She does it. She has it. She has it on a 3-turn cooldown as well. Apothecary has it on 3-turn cooldown as well when you book him out. He is only a rare, but High Khatun has it as well. She also has this one, which is additional to maybe compared to Apothecary, who is focused as a healer. But High Khatun, her A3, attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of decreasing the turn meter by 15%, which is pretty nice. So she has the ability to increase your turn meter by 15%. Then her next skill, she can decrease the turn meter of the enemy by 15%, which in essence kind of gives you a 30% turn meter spread ahead of the enemy. Granted, it's 2 different skills, so therefore the enemy has a chance to kind of catch up a little bit, but it kind of does work out to your advantage and overall in the end. And when you book it out, or if you book it out, it does jump to a 75% chance with masteries and 80% chance of landing that decreased turn meter. Remember, with decreasing the turn meter, with adjusting or manipulating the enemy's turn meter, you do need accuracy, so don't forget that. Just a little bit of a tip on that one. You do need accuracy when you're adjusting the enemy's turn meter. Hey there, if you're liking the video so far, hit that subscribe button down below. Thanks. So, her aura, however, is nice. Increases all speed in all battles. Increases ally speed in all battles by 19%. That's a very valuable aura. You're increasing you're making everybody in your team faster anywhere in the game that you want. Almost basically 20% faster. That is a nice little boost and chunk of change. For every 100 speed that a champion has, you get an extra 20 speed for that battle. So if somebody has a 200 speed, boom, automatically they're basically at 240 speed, like 238 speed. But it's really, really good. It's really valuable, really, really beneficial. So what kind of stats do I have on this Barbarian at the moment right now? I don't have all the good stats because really I have not invested too much into her. But her HP is at 22,000. Her attack is at 1,100. Her attack is actually based and scales off of her attack. Sorry, her damage scales off of her attack. So That attack does mean a little bit for her, but the main reason why you have her there is not so much for the damage dealing. You have her on your team for the speed and the Terminator control. That's why she's there. She's a speed-based champion. That is just what her kit is designed to do. Her speed, however, is only 144. I don't have it very high. I don't even have speed boots on her, if I remember right. I think I have attack flat boots, just because I was looking for some of the substats. If I remember right. We'll check it out in just a minute. Her crit rate is only 36%. Again, she is not there for the damage. Her crit damage, again, negligible to me. Her accuracy, however, is at 161, which is why I want her in the team. I want accuracy on here so that she can do the decreased speed, so that she can do the decreased turn meter. That is why I have her on the team, because I have her on there for her kit, not so much for her damage output. Let me check those boots out real quick. Yeah, HP flat, sorry, but defense percent, crit rate, and speed. So I was looking for those substats when I put these boots on her. But you can see the items I actually have on the artifacts. I have 2 speed sets and 1 life set. I wanted her to move a little bit. She only got 144 speed, like I said, but we don't have speed boots. I could beef that up a little bit more, but I've been trying to work her into some teams to get through some content. I've been trying to test her out in spiders and such like that, and I didn't want her to go entirely too fast because the rest of my team is kind of slow as well. That's what I was thinking before. That's why she's not very fast. But real quick, let's get her into Faction Wars, so I can show you a little bit of gameplay, and you can kind of see just what her kit actually does. I'm not very far, as you can see, but my team, it's not the most epic team in the world. 1 rare, 2 epics, 2 uncommons. Nobody is 60. That's probably why I haven't beaten the boss just yet. So let's get into this. I'm going to actually run this on 1 speed instead of 2 speed once we get into it. Turn it down. Slow down a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. So, High Khatun, she just put the increased speed buff on the team, and that's where you can see the buffs going on. Her A1, unfortunately, just killed that champion, so we didn't get a chance to land the decreased speed buff. There's the tax all enemy. I didn't even notice that there was a decreased turn meter in there. Hopefully there should have been. All right, there's a decreased speed debuff from her A1. Now remember, that's only actually a 25% chance to land. So the fact that it landed right now is pretty nice. And the rest of the team, unfortunately, is going to clear things out, aren't they? Come on now. Here we go. Vala, she's a pretty nice defensive-based barbarian. She's not a free-to-play, sorry. She was actually an Amazon Prime reward champion. Shield Guard is an amazing little uncommon. Don't underestimate him just because he's an uncommon, alright? Same with Zephyr Sniper on the far left there as well. It's another A1 from her. No decrease to speed. Let's speed this up and we'll go one more time through it and you can try to see what's going on with it a little again. Alright, come on now. Shield Guard's got another decreased speed debuff on her A1 as well, just like the High Khatun. But she's hitting for 6,000. Look at that. She's hitting for 6,000. Granted, these are not very high enemies that we're facing, but she's still hitting for pretty decent. So don't forget about that. Alright, here we go. One more time. Let's show this replay. Let's see what's going on. See if we can see the decreased turn meter from High Khatun's AoE attack. There's a speed up and then turn meter increase. And boom, cleared out the first round. Here we go. Decreased turn meter 3 times. So she decreased the turn meter 3 times across those five champions. That's 3 out of 5. That is not bad. And she decreased the turn meter by 15%. So it is not necessarily 100% reliable because it is only a chance to proc. I think it was started at what, 50% chance. So 1 in 2. And the fact that we got 3 out of 5 is pretty good. It was in our advantage, in our favor. There could have been a chance for 2 out of 5 pretty easily enough as well, though. It is not 100% guarantee, so do not take her into a situation or into content where you absolutely have to get the turn meter decrease every single time, or something to that effect. One example like that might be Fire Knights versus like an Armiger. Armiger isn't uncommon, but his A1, whenever he crits, will decrease the turn meter 100% of the time as long as it's not resisted. Her decreased turn meter is a 50% chance. But granted, it is an AoE. So, don't forget about that. And remember that it can help. But remember, you need accuracy on her for that to apply. So, don't forget about that. I hope she can definitely benefit your account. She can definitely improve your account if you decide to use her. Build her up. Check her out. Test her. And don't forget, go look at other contents. Go look at other content creators and see how they did their High Khatuns. Because I am not the end-all be-all. I am not the law and gold standard when it comes to champions. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate your support, and I will see you on the next video. That's right over there. See ya.